Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In case it's your first time here, my name is ejatu.shaw and I'm a London-based photographer. As of recently, as you might have noticed, there's been a bit of change in scenery. I now have my own studio here in London and it's taken a lot of work to get it to where it is now, as far as it being a very bright and usable space for me to work from and for me to shoot from. And I really wanted to take you guys through the process because this feels like a new chapter for me. So yeah, let's get into it. So to begin, why did I need a studio? I moved out of my flat a few months ago, and since then my productivity levels have been somehow worse than what they usually are, if that's even possible. So I haven't been able to make content and I just haven't had space to experiment and create. I was going to leave London so I could have a nice 2-bed situation, but for my career and where it currently is, I feel like I do need to be in London, and a nice compromise is having a studio space. I knew it was important for me to have a space to work from every day, to shoot from, to experiment in, to film my content in, so I needed to make this happen. In terms of a studio space, I was looking in South London at first so that my commute wasn't too bad every day. Then I thought I might as well go to a part of London that I enjoy going to and that feels close to everything. A place that clients, models and friends can easily access. So I viewed a few studios in this building. The studio I initially wanted had been claimed, but then I was told there was another studio available, a slightly more pricey one. It wasn't aesthetically giving what it needed to, but it was super spacious and had so much potential. So I went ahead and signed my lease and immediately got to work. The studio needed a good clean and also a lot of paint. I know I wanted to paint the floors and it was between a nice blue color or maybe red, going for a nice sort of Berlin mid-century look. But I ended up going with white as I knew it would brighten the space. This floor painting process had to be done immediately as I was moving in my furniture the very next day. And so I got to work. The very next day, I loaded countless boxes of camera gear, negatives and magazines into a moving van. I also had some bulky furniture which I had recently purchased, as well as some old pieces from my flat. Some of the newer items included a larger cabinet for storage of equipment and stationery, and a small cabinet with wheels and a cushion that I could sit on whilst I was shooting. I got some shelves for my magazines and books, and a nice colourful coat rack. Once all my furniture and bits and bobs had been moved in, I began the process of painting the walls. When I was done with painting the walls, I began to think about placement of furniture. Once my bulkier items were in place, I began to think about placement of magazines, books, and my camera gear. My table and chairs finally arrived, but there was a screw missing. A very important screw that attaches the tabletop to the base. So I didn't have a table for a good few weeks. I looked online, I went into stores, and I couldn't find the right one. So I purchased a whole new table off of Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, welcome to Shaw Things Studio, a space for me to work from, a space for my friends and I to do our shoots, create content, do any retouching, a space for workshops. There's just so much potential here and I'm so grateful. Really hope you enjoyed watching this process. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. Peace.